First off, let me start by saying my thoughts are with Turkey and Syria as they dealt with a devastating earthquake. And did I also mention down with American imperialism and down with Zionism? What's up, everybody? It's Zach The Celtics Guy here, back with another video, and here with the Global Report with Zach The Celtics Guy here. Yes, we have quite the doozy here going on. So, the U.S. is accused of being caught up on rhetoric over the need to isolate the Syrian president Bashar al-Assad in the midst of their devastating earthquake. So rather than helping Syrians as they deal with an earthquake, as if they haven't had enough problems to begin with, the U.S. sanctioning them with criminal sanctions that amount to crimes against humanity. Ben Norton from the Geopolitical Economic Report has talked about all sorts of different sanctions that the U.S. has been putting on Syria for years and years over their civil war that was started by the U.S. and Israel and other puppet Arab Gulf nations that the U.S. has been propping up for years and years. And so now they're going in and they're all touting along and they're all reuniting with Assad, including the United Arab Emirates. If the United Arab Emirates has a better foreign policy than the U.S., even on one thing, that being Syria, well, then you know that the U.S. has lost the plot. I mean, it's just the UAE is here and the U.S. is, well, where'd you go? There are many ways that the U.S. is out of touch with the rest of the world. Lee Camp, the great Lee Camp from Mint Press News, has talked about the 10 different ways that the U.S. is out of step with the rest of the world.
Out of the nearly 200 countries in the world, there is one country that does not behave like the others even remotely. There is one country that is outside the norm in almost every regard. It's a rogue nation.
We are a fucking rogue nation. The U.S. and Israel. PissraHell, as I like to call them. The worst. Two of the biggest global bullies in the entire world is the U.S. and Israel. PissraHell. I'm going to just say PissraHell. The U.S. and PissraHell are the biggest global bullies in the entire world.
It's about time we called this rogue nation to account.
And we as Americans need to fucking call it out. Even and as we're dealing with inflation, and rather than dealing with inflation, well then, what do? We're spending more money on the proxy war in Ukraine against Russia rather than focusing on Americans. That's what we're focusing on. Focusing on dealing with an energy crisis while Biden is fucking up our energy, and dealing with this Build Back Better bill that's just a watered down version, but he's taking money from here, there, and everywhere, and he's not even investing that money. Chris Sununu said it best. Chris Sununu of New Hampshire said it best.
Okay, so all they did was create an inflationary problem so we didn't have to deal with the inflationary problem at the government level. It's just ass-backwards macroeconomics. And you need leadership that understands this stuff at a real level to make real difference, not trying to take credit for, point-in-time talking points and we got down a couple tenths of a percent on unemployment. That's not what this job is about.
A tenth of a percent? What's a tenth of a percent? I think that number's all the way down there. Oh, where'd it go? I don't know. I don't know where it went. Huh?
This job is about creating long-term benefits, long-term structure that we can all kind of drive into.
So I understand, and it sounds like it here, that you're considering running for president. What's the deciding factor going to be for you?
It sounds like it from this interview. I'm not sure we got that, but
well, it sounds like a message.
There are
right?
conversations.
I would vote for Chris Sununu in a heartbeat. I'm a leftist, further left of the Democrats, but when it comes to business-friendly guys like Chris Sununu, yeah, I'd vote for them. In order to get my vote, you need either a socialist candidate or you need some moderate, business-friendly guy like Chris Sununu, Larry Hogan, or Charlie Baker that's capable of scaling the left-wing voting bloc. So this article here from the Middle East Eye, going more further into this, as we all know, Biden's foreign policy sucks. Biden's entire policy sucks. Our entire country's entire government, foreign policy, everything sucks. We are a rogue fucking nation, and everybody is calling it out on all sides. We as Americans need to stand up and understand that even when Syria, even our adversaries are dealing with crises, the U.S. doesn't care. The U.S. doesn't care. We would much rather isolate Bashar al-Assad, which is not even working because the rest of the Arab world is warming up to him, with the exception of a few. And Bashar al-Assad is coming out. He's reuniting with a bunch of different leaders, including in the United Arab Emirates. He's reuniting with Turkey. He's reuniting with all these different people. And the U.S. is triggered about it. Like our government is triggered about it like a little snowflake. In this article here from that, it says, rather than focusing on Syrian victims, the U.S. is caught up in rhetoric over the need to isolate the Syrian president. As the world pitches up to help Turkey's earthquake victims, the continued suffering of the Syrian people is being fueled by domestic political factors in the U.S. and a specific view of the country. Oh, the view of the country. The State Department spokesperson Ned Price said the U.S. approach to the Assad regime has not changed, meaning it has not changed. So we're not going to play ball with Bashar al-Assad because, you know, in all due reality, he's not Team USA. He has an independent foreign policy. Oh, he's friends with so many different people. He's friends with North Korea. He's friends with Russia. Ooh, big bad evil Russia. The Red Scare. The Red Scare. Big bad evil Vladimir Putin. Yeah, he's friends with them. Oh, he's friends with Iran. Oh, those women's protests. Can you try to make some sense at least, please? Come on. So we would rather deny them a victory and help them out. That's what we'd rather do. We would rather destroy their way of life rather than letting them have a victory, just like with Russia. We would rather destroy the Russian economy and destroy their lives rather than buy cheap Russian gas and oil to help us as Americans over here. No, we can't do that because of the puppet Nazi state of Ukraine infiltrated by neo-Nazis and the fucking gym teacher president, Vladimir Zelensky, the biggest fucking pathetic puppet on the world stage, who looks like he's ready to go fucking teach a bunch of high school kids and is ready to go run on the fucking treadmill for an hour. It's fucking pathetic. No, we'd rather give him money and let our country crumble at home and our foreign policy crumble at home, and instead of assisting and helping Turkey and Syria with humanitarian assistance, we have the power to do all of those things. We have the power to actually be like, yeah, maybe we can actually, you know, help countries for a change and help rebuild countries instead of destroying them from within. You know, instead of doing that and being an isolationist nation. And when I say isolationist nation, I mean just not being militarily active in different countries. That's what I mean by isolationist. Isolationist means we can focus on our problems at home, but help when it's necessary. We can help each other out as a community of nations. Can't have that. No, because the U.S. runs the show. The U.S. runs the UN. UN laws, U.S. law, international law. Y'all know how that shit goes. The U.S. can violate international law because we're the world's social superpower. We can get away with it. Yeah, the U.S., rah, rah, Team USA, blah, 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 blah. Anybody who's not on our side is a terrorist state and is Iran, the countries here that Lee Camp is putting up there, Iran, Venezuela, Cuba, and Russia. Oh, because they're not Team USA. No. Golly gee, nope. We don't help them out. They're bad, evil countries. Can't help them out. The point of this is we don't want to help Syria out. We don't care about Syrians. We don't care about innocent human lives. Our government doesn't. Us as Americans, we do. I give a shit about innocent people around the globe that are being affected by American foreign policy. American domestic policy is fucking up American lives. I mean, going into fucking medical bankruptcy when, God forbid, you have a medical issue and need to go to the emergency room. Drowning in student loan debt when you want a better education. Nope, can't do that. Oh, driving on roads and bridges that have a grade of a fucking D, and I don't mean the D like the good kind of D that I'm into as a gay man. Nope, not that. Nope, not that kind of D. Nope, not that kind of D. I'm talking about the letter D.
Children's songs to make your brain and body strong. Let's learn about the letter D. D is a letter. D is a letter. D is a letter. D is a letter in the alphabet. This is an uppercase D. Write it in the air like this.
And you know what letter I say? I say Z. Because that's my letter in support against American imperialism and the fight for anti-imperialism. We have our country's infrastructure has a grade of either a C or a D, I forget, but I think the latest one was a fucking D at least. I don't fucking know, it's ridiculous. While American officials keep touting the rules based on international order were out of line, according to Lee Camp, on the UN vote declaring food a human right. So the US and Israel believe people don't have a right to food to avoid starving to death. So a UN vote declaring food a human right, the US and Israel voted against it. Oh, being disabled? Being disabled? Being disabled? Being disabled? Huh, really? No, we're gonna vote against that too. Did we ever mention that? Yeah, we're gonna vote against that too. The U.S. is one of the very few countries that refused to ratify the UN Convention on the Rights of the Disabled. We say it eroded U.S. sovereignty. Well, then again, the U.S. had a president, Donald Trump, that mocked the disabled and abused the disabled. So, what a surprise that the U.S. What a surprise that the U.S. would actually vote against a resolution to actually, help out the disabled. I mean, after all, it's not like we had a president in the Oval Office that mocked the disabled.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Fuck you. You're such a fucking piece of shit. Well, then again, Joe Biden is just as bad. So, we don't even give a shit about the disabled. So now, it eroded U.S. sovereignty to say that, we don't want anyone stopping, we don't want anyone stopping us from abusing the disabled. Because remember, we all remember who was in the Oval Office. The orange piece of shit who abused the disabled.
Reporter, now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Even as someone with a thick skin, that's despicable. That actually is what sealed my deal for my hatred of that orange motherfucker. But that's not about him. Every American president sucks, some more than others. But, what are you gonna do? Yeah, we don't even care about the disabled. Not even about Joe Swanson. Not even about him. I had a brain fart. What?
Hey, Peter. Oh, hey, Peter. Hey, Peter.
We don't even care about Joe Swanson. Furthermore, the U.S. was the only country to refuse to ratify the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. Every country, 196 at the time, except the U.S., signed it. It outlawed things like child slavery and abuse. So the U.S. voted against a resolution to codify international rights of children. But just remember, guys, we care about children, right? Yeah, sure we do. We don't even care about our own children in this country. I mean, we don't even have affordable child care in our country. We don't even have it to where every child can go to school and have free lunch and not fucking starve. Oh, God forbid, you know? yeah, but we're the greatest nation, right? It hurts so much I forgot to laugh. In 2018, the U.S. was one of the 2 countries to vote against the UN Convention combating the glorification of Nazism and other practices that contribute to fueling the compensatory forms of racism, xenophobia, and related intolerance. We don't want to vote against our favorite pastimes. Oh, yeah, Jim Crow Joe Biden, the Dixiecrat, and Donald Trump, the fucking bigot and xenophobe. All those rapist Mexicans and those shithole Haitians, right? We all know. Oh, we don't want those people from those shithole countries coming over. Oh, we need to get more people from Norway instead. And people from Norway are like, we're going to give up our universal health care and education and paid vacation time and one of our successful systems that is more successful than the U.S.'s to come over to your country that has not even 1/1,000,000th of that because we are so jealous of your ridiculous man-baby president. And fast forward 5 years, and nothing has changed. And we still have none of those things. Not trying to divert the conversation to Trump, but because Trump was also that, and because Biden is the same thing. Yeah, right. Just recently, the U.S. was one of the 2 countries to vote against ending the U.S. embargo on Cuba. Almost the entire world acknowledges there's no reason to continue harming Cubans. The embargo didn't affect Fidel Castro. It didn't affect Raul Castro. And it's certainly not affecting the current Cuban president right now. It's not even affecting him. Miguel Diaz-Canel, it's not affecting him either. You know who it's affecting? Cubans. But then again, we don't care about human lives. Do we? Based on foreign policy of the U.S. over the past, 60, 70 years? It's been so long, I just got tired of counting. I'm so tired. The U.S. has 800 military bases. The U.S. is one of the only countries to refuse to sign the International Criminal Court designed to prosecute war criminals. The U.S. government went even further by passing the Hague Invasion Act, saying they would invade the Netherlands if the ICC ever prosecuted an American. Yeah, we know why, because every American president post-World War II that is not dead would be in that court in a matter of days, maybe even minutes. The clock is ticking. We have 800 military bases. But then again, remember, we're worried about a fucking air balloon coming over the U.S. And we blame China. Oh, but it's Russia that's the terrorist in Ukraine. Not the Ukrainian army slaughtering Russians in the Donbass and Russia going over into Crimea and to the Donbass because they asked Russia for help, those Russian-speaking people asking for help, and Putin did it. Now, to be fair, no matter what you say, it is what it is about Russia and whatnot. But given everything that is listed here, do we have any business criticizing them or anybody? Who's the bigger rogue nation? China and Russia, with their few bases here and there, and doing what other people might want them to do here because they ask for help, like Hong Kong or Donbass in Russia, or the US with 800 fucking military bases around the globe, spending trillions of dollars on that and much more, rather than helping Americans here at home. Yeah, I think it's the US. Yeah, I stand corrected. The US has invaded and destroyed countless countries while the international community was opposed to it. Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Libya, Vietnam, Korea, etc., etc. Yeah, we even tried to put fucking missiles. We even tried to put missiles in certain European countries. 30,000 marched in West Berlin back in 1981 to protest Ronald Reagan's weapons policy. Imagine that. Because the US was trying to plant bombs to scare off the Soviet Union, putting them in Germany and the Netherlands. And those countries were like, those people in those countries were like, yeah, no, fuck off. So yeah, not just that, and a multitude of other things. Colonialism, threatening other countries. So where's all that money going for Americans like myself? Where's it all going? Where did it all go wrong? I'll tell you where it went wrong. The military-industrial complex, post-World War II. That's where it went wrong. And the rest of it is history. And if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. You're bound to repeat it. And the current American president that we have is doing exactly that and much more. Now, like I said, Sabrina Salvati of Savvy Savs on Revolutionary Blackout Network has said it best. Social democracy, like I was saying about Norway, now to be fair, social democracy might not even be enough anymore because it's still capitalism. Capitalism is enemy number one. Richard Wolff has said it best. Say what you will about Richard Wolff, but I'll tell you right now, that dude knows a fucking hell of a lot more than the average quote-unquote economist who only cares about their pockets and their way of life rather than helping their fellow Americans, like myself. He knows a hell of a lot more about foreign policy, economics, and more. Say what you will, but he knows. And I was saying about Norway, because, I mean, Trump saying that about Norway and all that, and Norwegians are like, even people in those countries, every country has universal health care, the U.S. does not. That's the point. So when I defend them, I might defend them on that one thing. Because it doesn't take too much to have it. But those systems over there are not even enough. With the way the globe is going. That's my point. But even there, under their system, is still better for them than it is here. That's the difference. Their foreign policy sucks on NATO, and it sucks on everything else. But their systems for their people are definitely better than it is here. But then again, it don't take much to be better than us. Yeah, our country, yeah, our government sucks. Our country has a lot of potential. But our government is getting in the way of it. The two-party system is getting in the way of it. That's the problem. That is why that capitalism in this country is what's going to be what's dragging us down. That is what's dragging us down. Our unilateral imperialist foreign policy is what's dragging us down. Our garbage capitalist domestic policies are what's dragging us down. People drowning in medical debt, student loan debt. People can't even afford rents that are skyrocketing under capitalism. Because the lack of rent control allows landlords to jack up prices so they can benefit off of people that can't even afford those prices in the first place. I don't know about your landlord. Luckily, my landlord has yet to raise my rent. Hopefully, it stays that way. And by the way, Mr. Landlord of mine in my apartment, if you're watching this, you're a great landlord. But then again, there are good landlords out there. Just saying. Just saying. There are. Some. Mine is one of them. I don't know about yours. I'm hoping it's yours because I wish well for people. I want people to live successful, prosperous lives. I want people to. I want my friends, my family. I want people out there that are good human beings to live good, happy lives. I do. Everybody who watches this channel, everybody who's watching at home, I want everybody to do so. We can change things. We can make a difference. But the only way we can do so is to fight against the two-party system. This is the anti-imperialist side. The imperialists, like the Young Turks, Sam Cedar, Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, you name it, Joe Biden, the Democrats, the neocons, the Republicans, the neocon Republicans, the neoliberal Democrats, the squad, who are no different, they're no better, they're no step up either. They're all afraid of us because they know who we are. And I know who I am. I'm a socialist, I'm a leftist, and I want a bright future. Join this side and the anti-imperialist side so we can get it done. Hopefully in the future. But we're going to do it and keep on fighting. And that's why I always say, keep fighting. That's about it for now. Thank you for watching this global report. Hope you all enjoyed this segment. Sorry if it was a little rambly. I'm just, like I said, these are totally off the cuff. And because it's late at night, I kind of have to keep my tone down because I want to respect my boyfriend sleeping in the other room. But then, you know how that stuff goes. But anyway, since it's 1:10 in the morning, I will say, I'm not going to say tomorrow because it's already tomorrow. It's Thursday. So I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one, which will be my stream tonight at 6 p.m. Look out for it. More stuff on the way. This is Zach the Celtics Guy saying thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. More videos and stuff on the way, including more legal lessons and a whole bunch of other stuff in the works. Stay tuned. And I will see you all in the next one. I'll see you all in the next one, including in my stream. See you all in the next video, in the next stream, and a whole bunch of other stuff in the works. And catch you all then. See you all again next time. Bye for now. Take care. Have a good night. And as always, keep fighting. Peace out.